Hello everybody and welcome back to the Everton FC 26 career mode. In this series it is my goal to turn Merseyside blue, bring Everton back on top of English football as well as putting them on top of European football also. We have a massive game to kick off this second episode of season 2 as we play our first Merseyside derby of the season away from home up against Liverpool, who in real life just lost 2-1 to Manchester United thanks to a Harry Maguire winner. Just had to throw that in there because I am still absolutely buzzing after that result as a United fan. And hopefully Everton can take a leaf out of United's book here in this episode and get the victory over Liverpool. We did actually beat Liverpool twice last season in the league, so hopefully we can do something similar as well this season. But not only will we be playing this massive game in the Premier League, we will also be kicking off Everton's first European campaign since the 17-18 season, but we ain't playing in the Europa League. No, we are playing in the Champions League. And just very quickly, before we get into that massive game against Liverpool, I just wanted to let you know that we have actually made a couple of more signings since the first episode of Season 2. Some of you may remember in that episode, the first episode of Season 2 that is, that we were talking about bringing in a backup left midfielder for Pino, and Jadon Philogene is that player. £16 million to sign the English left midfielder from Ipswich. He's not going to be fit enough to be involved in this Merseyside derby, but I do think he is a very good option to have off the bench for both the left-hand side and the right-hand side of midfield if needs be. And also, just to briefly mention, we have signed a new third-choice goalkeeper, Federico Lanzalotti. The Argentine goalkeeper will come in to be the new third choice after Tom King decided to leave to go to Club de Foot Monreal. Best of luck to him over in the MLS with one of my favourite teams we ever used on the channel, and Lanzalotti will be that new reserve goalkeeper. I did also make some free agent signings just for squad depth. Nobody really that exciting to mention. A couple of decent young looking players. But one player I did want to give a special shout out to was this guy right here, Ronan Dunn. As you can see, a right back from the Republic of Ireland wearing number 23. A lot of you probably guessed it, but he is the regen of Everton legend Seamus Coleman. But listen, enough of the pleasantries, let's get into it. The first game of the episode at Anfield up against our local rivals in Liverpool. Tierno Barry was the hero for us in this fixture last season. He scored a brace in a 2-1 victory here at Anfield. Who will be the hero for us this year? At least who will hopefully be the hero for us this year? Here's Pino now, his first taste of a Merseyside derby. He's had a very good start to the season so far. Here's Kai Rooney, didn't score in either Merseyside derby last year. I'd love to get him on the score sheet for obvious reasons. Liverpool corner now, Salah will whip it in. Oh, and they win the header. Good save there by Jordan Pickford. I think that was Gravenberch who won the header. And the first big opportunity of the game goes to the red half of Merseyside. Here's Manu. Rooney making the run. Barry is as well, but I think Rooney will be the better option. I think he's offside, Kai Rooney. Is he? No, he's not. He's onside. Oh my God, I thought for a second he was offside, but he has timed his run to perfection. Kai Rooney scores his first goal in a Merseyside derby. His dad will be so proud of him, and we take the lead here at Anfield. Can we continue to add to Liverpool's very poor start of the season? What is going on with that POV camera? That is disgusting. But what was not disgusting was this brilliant pass by Kobbie Mainoo and Kai Rooney with the finish. A Manchester United and Everton tag team here up against Liverpool in the Merseyside derby. Seeing the name Rooney on the score sheet against Liverpool, honestly, they will never fail to warm my heart. Barry now. Good ball over the top into Pino. Into Rooney again. Oh, what a save. That is a magnificent save by Alisson. Oh, Kai Rooney, I should say. Very nearly scoring his second goal of the game. Pino now to deliver this ball in. Barry wins it. Oh, but just heads it over the bar. He's such a dangerous threat there from those set pieces. Isak now with a good ball over to Frimpong. They're yet to create anything overly dangerous since going 1-0 down Liverpool, and we deal with that quite easily. Can we go on the counter-attack here? That was a great ball by Manu. Pino now into Barry. Pino's going to make that run through the middle. He's got Rooney over the top. He finds Kai Rooney. Can Kai Rooney find the back of the net? Yes, he can. He hit the post initially, but what a fantastic move that was from Everton. And we are 2-0 up here at Anfield, 10 minutes before half-time. What a start to this game. Liverpool, though, looking to create one last big opportunity, I should say, before the half-time whistle blows. It's Robertson into McAllister. Here's Wirtz, Gravenberch. Oh, good block. Get rid of it. What a fantastic performance this has been for us here in the first half. 2-0 up thanks to 2 goals from Kai Rooney. That second goal in particular was absolutely fantastic. And we are 2-0 up here with 45 minutes left to play at Anfield. Liverpool get things going here in this second half. Let's hope we can add to their misery here and make this a proper hiding for them. Akliush now into Kai Rooney. I'd love to get him his hat-trick today, I really would. That's a very poor pass, but regardless, I would love nothing more than Kai Rooney to go home with the match ball today. Liverpool have brought on Ekitike, so they are going a lot more attacking now. Szoboszlai came on for Gravenberch as well. So I do think they're going to throw everything, including the kitchen sink at us here for the final half an hour or so. Good interception there by Kobbie Mainoo. Here's Barry into Mainoo. Can he see Yeremy Pino? Yes, he can! Oh, brilliant strike. But a really good save by Alisson. That's the closest we've gotten to getting a third goal all second half long. Pino now to whip this one in. Jared Brantwaite's there. Oh, so was Jake O'Brien. It fell right to him, but couldn't get the shot off. Liverpool now look to break here with Wirtz. What can he do here? That's a good ball into Frimpong. 20 minutes to go. If Liverpool score now, it does make things quite interesting. Oh, and I tell you what, it's a really good header there from Isak, but thankfully Jordan Pickford makes a fantastic save, as he usually does in basically every game. Joaquin says now just off the bench, playing him on that left-hand side. Coladio is in as well. Just came on for Barry. Rooney. Max Aarons. Oh, would you believe it? Max Aarons on his Everton debut in the Merseyside derby has put us 3-0 up with 2 minutes to go. It may not be a Kai Rooney hat-trick, but he does have a big involvement in setting up that goal. Honestly, I only put him on at right midfield because I forgot to take Philogene off the bench and put Dibbling on there. But bloody hell, Max Aarons coming up good here when it matters most and tripling our advantage here at Anfield. What a derby debut. 3 added minutes. Can we get a fourth goal? Can we get this fourth goal? Oh, it's a great ball. Kai Rooney, he's gotten the better of Virgil van Dijk and he gets his hat-trick. It's 4-0 to Everton here. I feel like I need to do this because I know some people are going to call it out. We are playing on ultimate difficulty. We're playing competitive gameplay. The sliders are on dynamic. There's nothing I can do about how the game changes them. That's why it's called dynamic. I haven't messed with anything here. And we are 4-0 up against Liverpool here in the Merseyside derby. 4 goals in 3 Premier League appearances for Kai Rooney. What a day for him. Van Dijk, honestly, you better retire, son. That's it for you. Brilliant finish though by Rooney, and it caps off a fantastic Merseyside derby here at Anfield. The referee blows the full-time whistle. 4-0 to Everton here. Toffees honestly drinking every single second of this. Kai Rooney there getting the match ball. I'm lost for words. I really thought Liverpool were going to give us a much better game than what they did. 3 Merseyside derbies in this career mode and 3 Everton victories. You love to see it. Oh, you've got to be bloody joking me. Really? Boss, I'm feeling homesick and struggling to adjust to life at Everton. This has been the first time I've been away from home for so long. Is there anything you think can be done to help me cope? First of all, Yeremy, you were playing for bloody Crystal Palace before you played for us, so you were already away from home. And secondly, you just had a fantastic performance in the Merseyside derby. That couldn't have been a better home welcoming gift. Literally, you couldn't have asked for a better welcoming to Everton than that. I think this is a massive overreaction from Yeremy Pino. I'm going to have to give him the time off just because I don't want to upset him and then end up having to sell him. That's a really, really annoying, unexpected event. Well, I tell you what, it turned out to be one of the shortest breaks for a homesick player I've seen in FC26 so far, because in the next game against Newcastle, Yeremy Pino was available. And Kai Rooney kept up his great form after getting a hat-trick in the Merseyside derby by opening up the scoring here against the Magpies. And I tell you what, he wasn't done after that first goal. He had an absolutely brilliant game yet again, Kai Rooney. I feel like this is going to be a very special season for him. He had a big role as well in this second goal here. Tierno Barry getting his second goal of the season. Rooney with the assist, and that doubled our advantage going into the half-time break. In the second half then, it was Kai Rooney yet again getting his second and our third. Brilliant ball there, and a lovely finish as well to round off that move, and we were 3-0 up here against Newcastle, who are third in the league going into this game, but we absolutely humbled them here in this fixture. The goal scoring still wasn't done. Coladio came off the bench for Barry. We do have a Champions League game coming up after this, so I did make a few changes, and for the second time this season he's come off the bench and scored quite an impressive goal. Really good finish there from our backup striker. And Rooney then, for the second game in a row, brings home the match ball. He got a hat-trick against Liverpool, and now he has a hat-trick against Newcastle. Beautiful left-footed finish there from the son of Manchester United, Everton, and England legend Wayne Rooney. And a 5-0, 5-star performance, I should say, here against Newcastle as we win the game 5-0. Okay, this is kind of weird. For some reason, that clip you just saw, as some of you could probably tell, the ending of it just got completely cut off. I didn't do that. I didn't edit it to be that way. I don't know what happened there. But what I was about to say was, after a fantastic start in the Premier League, it's now time to switch the focus over to a new competition now for us here in this Everton series, the UEFA Champions League. Never in a million years did I think we'd be playing Champions League football here in just our second season with the Toffees, but here we are. We finished in the top 4 in season 1, and we are of course rewarded with a place in the Champions League. And without further ado, allow me to show you not only who we're playing here in this episode on match day 1 of the league phase of the Champions League, but also all of our opponents at this stage in the tournament. Another edit point here. The first game is against RB Leipzig. I did record the footage to show that it was against RB Leipzig, but for some reason the clip just completely cut off before I had a chance to show you. So match day 1 of the Champions League is up against RB Leipzig. We then take a trip to the Bernabeu to take on Real Madrid. Bloody hell, talk about baptism by fire. The third game looks slightly easier on paper though, as we take on AEK Athens, and then our second away game in the tournament will actually be in November, up against reigning Italian champions Napoli. And that Napoli game is then followed by a home fixture up against Eredivisie side FC Utrecht. Just the one fixture then in December, but it promises to be a big one as we take on Bayern Munich at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. Everton do hold a famous European victory over Bayern Munich in the Cup Winners' Cup. Let's hope we can now do it against them in the Champions League. And then we roll on into January for our final 2 fixtures, an away game up against Qarabag, and our final league phase game will be another away game up against Sparta Praha. What an historic moment this is here. Champions League football at the Hill Dickinson Stadium, or apparently the Liverpool Everton Stadium according to UEFA, here in Season 2. And just a slight correction on something I said in the last video and in this video as well. Everton actually last played Champions League football in 05-06. They qualified in 04-05. They did play a playoff game up against Villarreal, getting knocked out 4-2 on aggregate. So hopefully this campaign will go a little bit better. We've already skipped the playoff rounds though. Thankfully the English teams don't have to play them anymore, and we do go straight into the league phase of the competition. RB Leipzig are a team who we've had a bit of history with on the channel, most notably in the Celtic career mode, so hopefully this game will be a bit more straightforward than some of those Celtic games were, but I'm very, very excited for it. So without further ado, lads, let's get into it. Everton's first Champions League game in well over 2 decades. Here's Akliush now to play in Kai Rooney. What a moment it would be if Kai Rooney was the first player to score a Champions League goal for Everton in this series. But look, I really don't mind who it is. As long as we get the opening goal here, I will be very, very happy. Here's Yeremy Pino now. Cuts it back to Robinson. And now Barry just gets dispossessed. Here come RB Leipzig now, though. Timo Werner, formerly of Chelsea and Tottenham. Cuts it back. Here's Openda. Good save by Pickford. Tierno Barry now on the ball. Puts it out wide to Pino. Rooney's in there. He's had a great episode so far. Kai Rooney! And he is the first player in this Everton series to score in the Champions League. It just had to be him, didn't it? Right foot, left foot. It doesn't seem to matter. Kai Rooney will bury it any way he wants to. Really good football there as well. Yeremy Pino, who's long over his homesickness now, with the assist. And we take the lead here on match day 1 of the Champions League. Get in there. Here comes Reece James now, though, who has left Chelsea in this career mode. Now playing his football in the Bundesliga. Robinson does really well to intercept there. Not been a lot of chances in this game, but both teams have seen quite a lot of the ball. And we might be about to create a second chance, I should say, here with Kai Rooney. He's done it again. Is he on course? Well, he is on course, I should say, to score his 3rd hat-trick of this episode. Absolutely incredible. Well, I tell you what, his dad scored a hat-trick on his Champions League debut for Manchester United against Fenerbahce all those years ago. Is Kai Rooney about to do the same thing here for Everton against RB Leipzig? Leipzig get a corner now, though. It's going to be Weston McKennie to whip it in. Oh my god, it's a good header as well. Off the line there. And thankfully Pickford catches the second attempt. Timo Werner now into Vermeeren. Leipzig haven't really created anything in this first half. Good interception there by Jared Brandthwaite, who will thankfully keep it that way. 1 added minute. Can we get one more opportunity to get a 3rd goal? Can Kai Rooney get his 3rd goal? Pino. Rooney! Oh, he very nearly did it! Off the post! It's cleared out, and that will be half-time. But Kai Rooney very nearly scored a hat-trick with 3 left-footed goals. Keep in mind, he is right-footed. Oh, it's such a shame, but regardless, we're 2-0 up here in our first Champions League game. Let's go finish the job now in the second half. They had a quiet first half, Leipzig. They're looking to get off to a lively start here in the second half. We've already bottled a 2-0 lead at home once in this episode, or in this season I should say already. That was in the last episode against Fulham, so let's make sure we don't do that again here in the Champions League. Here they come again with Openda, who has looked like their most dangerous player, but Jared Brandthwaite intercepts that so easily. This has almost been a little bit too easy. It really has. Oh, great tackle there by Kobbie Mainoo. Akliouche into Kai Rooney. This surely has to be the moment. Kai Rooney goes to fish and chip the goalkeeper. It's a good save and they end up clearing it out for a throw-in in the end. It's Coladio fresh off the bench. Out to Yeremy Pino. Can he deliver in a good ball here? It's not a bad one. Oh, Rooney wins the header, but unfortunately misses the target. There's Magnus now on the right-hand side. 13 minutes to go. Joaquin says, who I've actually brought on as a right-back. Elouadi was a bit tired, and Max Aarons was actually carrying a bit of a knock coming into this game. He did pick up a training injury. So Joaquin says is the one we've brought on at right-back. Here's Philogene now. What can he do with it? Whips in the ball. Coladio. Oh, fantastic. A brilliant, brilliant 3rd goal there. He has scored so many goals off the bench this season. I really do feel like he could be the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer of this team. Honestly, he's been playing that well. It's keeping me from putting Esteban Lepal on the bench. We started this career mode before they updated the game to have more subs on the bench, so we can't have 2 strikers on the bench, unfortunately, because of that. But at the moment, having Coladio on the bench, honestly, feels like more than enough. Beautiful finish there to put us 3-0 up. Leipzig looking to get one last attack here to get a consolation goal. Jake O'Brien though with a really good interception. There won't be enough time to get a 4th goal. Won't be enough time for Kai Rooney to get his 3rd hat-trick in a row. But I tell you what, I will gladly take this result here on match day 1 of the Champions League. 3-0 up against a very, very good opposition in RB Leipzig, who, as I mentioned earlier, we do have a lot of history with on the channel. So I'm very happy with that result, and I'm extremely happy with the form that man's in right now. And I tell you what, lads, that's not a bad start to the Champions League campaign. Second in the table, only after one game, but it still makes for very, very nice reading. A 3-0 win here to kick things off in the Champions League. But as you can see there, our second fixture, our first away game this season in the tournament, couldn't be much tougher as we take on Real Madrid. And that game will be played in the next episode. And something else that makes for nice reading as well is the fact that we are top of the league. Said we are top of the league 4 games in to this second Premier League season, and we are leading proceedings at the moment. Leeds United in second place. They've had a very, very good start to the season as well. They've scored considerably less than us, and we have conceded 2 less, which gives us a much better goal difference than them. 12 for us, 4 for them, so I'm very, very happy with how we've kicked off this second campaign. And I couldn't finish this episode without giving a massive shout out to Kai Rooney. What a start to the season he has had. 8 appearances, 11 goals and 4 assists. Or you know what? I really hate how they count the friendly matches as part of the competitive stats. They didn't do that all the time. I think as recent as FIFA 23, they separated the friendly matches. Even maybe FC 24, they separated the friendly matches from the competitive games. So let's just say in 5 appearances, he scored 9 goals and still gotten 4 assists because all of them have come in the Premier League. What a start to the season Kai Rooney has had. But lads, that will do it for this second episode of Season 2 here in the Everton FC 26 career mode. A very successful one, a massive victory in the Merseyside derby, and a huge victory as well in our first Champions League game of this series. A big episode awaits us though on Friday, as not only do we have a big game up against 5th place Tottenham here in the Premier League, but we also have a massive Champions League game against Real Madrid. If you did enjoy this episode, lads, please do hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel as well if you are enjoying this series. We recently hit 700 subscribers and the road to 800 starts here. Thank you very much for tuning in, lads, and I will talk to you all again on Friday. Take care.